I've been working as a product manager in fast-growing startups for the past 4 years. When I first started, I was very confused and did not know what a product manager actually does. But over these years, I've picked up a few things on my journey. In this video, we will understand who exactly is a product manager and why it is one of the most challenging jobs in technology. Technology corporate sector दो टाइप्स की कंपनीज में डिवाइडेड है. एक तरफ आती है आपकी सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनीज एंड दूसरी तरफ प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज. सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनीज हाईली पर्सनलाइज्ड सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करती है, जैसे कि टू क्रिएट अ वेबसाइट, टू मेंटेन अ डेटाबेस और टू प्रोवाइड टेक्निकल सपोर्ट. Infosys, TCS, Wipros, इन कंपनी से कुछ कॉमन एग्जांपल है. They basically trade their time for money. That means that if they fail to deliver the project on time or if there are any other concerns, the client can easily go to Infosys from Accenture. दूसरी तरफ we have product based companies who have created a single product and continue to make money from it. इनको basically एक idea आया था and they converted that into a business through an app or a website. Common example of product based companies include Zomato, Cred, Zerodha, Grow, Atlassian, Zoho and your Mang. Every product-based company has a product manager who acts as the backbone for the entire company. The role of a PM differs a lot based on the kind of organization he works for, if it's a startup or an MNC. बहुत ही strategic role होता है PM का, and his job is to identify 4 things: who are our users, what to build, how to build it, and how to make money from it. ये चारों चीजें हम TikTok का एग्जांपल लेके चलेंगे, which gave a direct competition to YouTube and Instagram and forced them into adopting short-form video content inside their platform. Who are our users? Basically, users वो होते हैं जो आपके ऐप या वेबसाइट को directly use करते हैं. They interact with it and derive some value from it. It can be entertainment, it can be doing a very specific task, or it can be, let's say, even ordering a food. TikTok के PM ने users identify करने के लिए 2 चीजें करी है. He identified user persona and then he did user interviews. जो आपका ऐप है उसके हजारों और लाखों यूजर्स हो सकते हैं, बट वी नीड टू बॉइल इट डाउन इनटू 3 or 4 personas that represent the entire users. So basically, इस process के through they identify who the core users of the product will be. TikTok, being a social media app, identified that there will be 3 major personas. These will be your boomers, your millennials, and your Gen Z plus Gen X. And then they assign certain characteristics to these persona so that they can relate with it much better. So your boomers are typically people who are aged 40 and above. They have a lot of responsibilities with them and typically earn good money. They don't have a lot of time and are busy in their lives. Millennials, on the other hand, are aged between 25 to 40. They are building something for themselves in their career. They generally don't have a lot of responsibilities but have started to accumulate that over time. They have decent amount of time with them in hand. Gen Z and Gen X are typically students. They have a lot of free time available with them, but they don't have any money. Going by this and a lot of secondary data as well, TikTok के PM ने identify करा है that 50% of the users are Gen Z plus Gen X, 30% of the users are millennials, and only 20% of the users are boomers. At this point, the PM has identified who the end users of the app will be. Now, he will set up interviews or he will talk to all of these personas. Basically, वो इन 3 persona में से थोड़े users select कर लेगा. It can be anybody. It can be their friends. It can be their parents. It can be their colleagues. And then they will talk to them. They will ask them questions to understand what are their pain points. While talking to a millennial, the conversation can be something like this. Okay, so you use Instagram and YouTube. What are some of the things that you don't like about these apps? Well, Instagram has a lot of photos and YouTube has very long videos. I don't generally have a lot of time with me at hand, so I would prefer if there are shorter videos that I can simply view and be entertained. They can also talk to boomers, where one of the problems that they identify is around the experience. So I like Instagram and YouTube, but again, I find it very hard to navigate. If I have to upload something, it's very difficult for me to understand. While on the other hand, if they talk to Gen Zs or Gen X, it can go something like this. Both of them are good, but again, there are not a lot of filters that are available inside. I want to look pretty on the app and I want to show it off to my friends. I also want to be famous on Instagram, and it's very difficult to do that. Having combined these 3 personas and these 3 problems, the product manager now clearly understands what are some of the main problems faced by the users of Instagram and YouTube. So at this point, the product manager has identified who the core users of the product will be and what are some of their key pain points that they should solve for. By taking all of this information with him, the PM will move to the next step, which is understanding what to build. इस point पे PM के पास pain points की एक पूरी list है. A PM obsesses over the problem before jumping to the solution. He will club similar problems and then prioritize them to identify the top 2 or 3 problems. This can be with a lot of short and engaging video content and the lack of creating trends in the digital media. The PM will obsess over these problems and try to understand each and every aspect of it. He will do secondary research and also use data at this point to understand if there are any existing solutions to these problems. At this point, the PM of TikTok knows who exactly will be his core users, what are some of the pain problems, and what he should actually build in order to solve for those problems. Next, he will focus towards how to build it, which is basically the product development lifecycle. The PM will first go to the user experience designer and explain to them about the problems of their end users. The UX designer will then create a customer journey map. Customer journey map basically outlines how the end user would be using the app. So that means they'll click on the icon, then they will be presented with the home screen. They'll click a different button to enter short form video. Okay, now they're in the video. How should they move to the next video? Okay, they can probably scroll up and move to the next video. That's great. But they should also be able to share this video with their friends. Okay, so I should probably add a share button to it as well. The UX designer and the product manager does these things together. In this process, the UX designer also creates design screens which are then taken to the engineering team. The PM does not need to have a technical degree at all, but he should be technically sound in order to hold a good conversation with engineers. The engineers will then scope that out and start working on the development of the product. While the product is being built, the PM will focus on how to make money from it. He will create a business strategy which will outline the strengths of a product. He will also outline some of the key differentiators that this product has over the existing products in the market. Each product will have a different strategy, but let's say for TikTok's example, the business strategy could be to acquire as many users as possible in the first year and start to monetize them by introducing ads between the video content. Business strategy is very crucial because that is where all the money will come from, which will fund all these other things. So just to recap, the PM knows who the core users of the product will be. He knows their pain points. He has prioritized the pain points and identified top problem statements to solve. He then talks to the UX designer to create design screen, which he then takes to the engineer. Engineers start working on the development of the product, and in the meantime, the PM creates a business strategy for the product to be successful in the market. From my personal experience, a PM is a very generalist skill. You need to have common sense, and if you do, you will thrive as a PM. You should make obvious decisions and always look at the bigger picture. Talking about salary insights, since PM does a lot of things, they have a handsome salary. A fresher product manager can earn anywhere between 12 to 15 lakhs per annum. And as they progress over their careers, they generally get good hike and can reach anywhere between 18 to 20,000 within 1 to 2 years. Let's say if you are a product manager at the age of 26, there's a 90% chance that you will earn 30 lakhs before you turn 30. If you are a PM or an aspiring PM, you can reach out to me over LinkedIn to have a chat or to talk more about product management. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate if you could hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions that need to be answered, do let me know in the comments below. Until next time, peace.